Good morning, everybody. John Grimsmo here on a Monday morning, bringing you another Grimsmo Grind. This one is personal development, business specific. I'll try not to keep it too long, but it's an interesting point that I want to touch on because I thought about it this morning. Had an awesome weekend with the family. Did not do a lot of work, which was good. I think I need the downtimes of the weekend so I can be very on during the week and very off during the 2 days a weekend. I think that worked very well for me. And I'm just trying to find this cadence of like up, and then just slow for the weekend. Not slow, we were awesome. I crushed it as a dad this weekend. Went swimming with the kids like 4 or 5 times, had 2 barbecues, lots of people over, did a lot of great stuff. Really productive weekend, family-wise. Now that we're back at the shop, it's time to get stuff done. So, I did my workout this morning, listened to a bunch of YouTube, Gary Vaynerchuk, a little bit of Tony Robbins. Really like listening to those guys a little bit. Not for the motivation perspective per se, although it does pump me up, but that's not why I listen to it. I listen to it for knowledge, for getting their experience into my head. Anyway, so after that, I was in the shower, and then I had this thought that I never actually phrased it this way before. So in personal development, there's this whole theory of, be the best version of yourself. Be exactly who you are, but be the best version of yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to do this or that, whatever. And I thought about that, like I've known about that for years, and I try to follow that. I try to be the best John Grimsmo that there is. I don't try to be somebody else. I try to be me. Even though I do watch a lot of these guys on YouTube, the successful, super motivational, experienced guys, Tony Robbins, for example. I don't want to be Tony Robbins. I don't want to talk like him. I want to talk like me. But I thought about it with regards to our products, and that I want our products to be the best versions of themselves that they possibly can. I can't rightly say that we make the best knives in the world, because there's no competition that proves it for fact that it's the best knife in the world. And it's all subjective to the user. MacGyver would not think our knife is the best knife in the world because it's got no screwdriver, no can opener, no scissors, no tweezers. So it's totally subjective. I can't say it's the best knife in the world, even though I'd like to sometimes. But you know what I can say? I can say that the products we make are the absolute best that they can be at this time with our given skill and knowledge, and that will continue for the rest of time. We will always strive to make it better and the best that it can be. When the Norseman first came out 4 or 5 years ago, a lot of people thought it was weird. It had a weird shaped blade. It was fully CNC machine, blah, blah, blah. That's how I wanted to make the knife, and we did, and we owned it, and now it has continually been refined to a point where it is continually becoming better, and it's the best version of itself. When I design a knife, or when Eric designs a knife, we don't try to make it super broad audience, super general. We try to do what we want to do, and as we make it, it will be the best that it can be. So, yeah, that just got me thinking about future product design, whatever it is we end up doing in the future. We've got some other product lines we're toying with, we're definitely going to pursue over the next few months and years. And yeah, the one guarantee I can give you guys is that we will always make the best that we can make. And the products will continue to improve in perpetuity until they stop, because that's just who we are. There are very few things in this world that I look at as being perfect, because I'm such a perfectionist, and I can see improvements to be made everywhere, especially in myself and especially in my products. I was thinking about this morning, and kind of jokingly but seriously as well, the only things that I think that are perfect right now in this moment are my wife and my kids, because I completely accept them as they are, and I think they're amazing. Of course I want my kids to grow and learn and read better and write better and be smarter and better at problem solving and all that over time, so I want them to grow and get better, and I want my wife to get smarter and more confident in herself and do crazy things and publish her novels that she's already written. Yeah, you're watching this, I know you are, babe. I want them to grow, but I totally, completely accept them in the moment right now. Whereas with myself, I always know that I can do better, so I always strive to do better. And my products, I see every flaw that you guys will never see. Eric and I point things out to each other that each other doesn't see, and then when it's shown out, it like stands out like a sore thumb. Eric and I are just terribly attention to detail with our products, to our detriment, to be honest with you. It holds us back because these things have to be fixed. Once we see them, they're like glaring. Even though nobody else in the world will ever see them if we don't point them out, they're there. And I know that there's a line we have to hold in order to actually get products out the door. You know, there is an acceptable level of perfection. There's like epic perfection, which is unattainable, and then there's good enough perfection. And we're finding that line, and we're towing it for sure. As long as good enough perfection is still better than most people, everybody else even, and certainly as good as we can possibly do. We'll never release products that are crap, that are garbage, that are less than what we can do, because that's not who we are. So yeah, I work every day to make myself the best version of myself, to be smarter and fitter and healthier and, you know, eat better and run the best business that we can possibly run. And we try to improve our products every single day, basically. It's that's how I want to do it, you know, against the advice of most people, against the advice of people I look up to and respect. You know, they say just stop R&D, get knives out the door, and I totally understand that. I get it, and we are. But Grimsmo Knives is a unique beast in that because it's never good enough, it keeps getting better. And I've had customers own our knives for years now, and they keep getting new ones and different ones and buy them secondhand and sell them and trade them and have gone through many, many, many different knives. And the one thing that they keep saying is, while the knives keep getting better, they're all fantastic and they're all similar in their own perfection. In that, you know, within reason, as long as it's not filthy, a Grimsmo knife will flip and lock up and not have lock stick and have these attributes among the whole range of Grimsmo knives, which is really cool. And the details that we're fine-tuning and perfecting are minuscule, just tiny little things. But that's how we want to do it, man. That's how we roll. That's what we want to do. So, I don't know. That's about all I want to say about that. Yeah, I got nothing else. I want you guys to think about that. Become the best versions of yourself. Make your products the best versions of themselves, if it suits you. If not, whatever. I'm just talking me. This is from my brain to your brain. Hopefully it gets 1% of you thinking a little bit deeper about what you're doing and how you're doing it. And the thing is, once you make it, the product or yourself, once you make it that one step better, there's no going back. Like, now you know. Once you become healthy, you remember what it was like to be unhealthy, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing that again. It's a shift. It's a mental shift. The Tony Robbins I listened to this morning said, you know, change happens in an instant, in a moment, good or bad. You can change it. Just perspective. Just, it's done. Once everything becomes a must instead of a should, then it's a must. It changes your life completely, and that makes you better. So anyway, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. I got work to do. I will see you guys later. Have a great day, and thank you so much for watching and supporting Grimsmo Knives, because you guys rock. We got some exciting stuff coming out in the next few months, and I'm not going to talk about it. Later, guys. Bye.